and welcome to another Pike and Shot battle. This time I have the Jacobite Irish against the Anglo-Dutch government forces. So I do have access to some good troops that are trained soldiers, Pike and Shot, late Pike and Shot, veterans, later French Pike and Shot. But I could also, if I wanted to, pad out my numbers with really terrible poorly equipped or poorly trained and equipped pike and shots. They're short of muskets. But the flip side of that is that they're quite cheap. We also have detached musketeers, which could be useful for fighting in the forest and the like, but I think the battle will be in the open because I will deploy here and Awesome 4 will deploy here. But I will consider getting some light infantry. For cavalry, we have 4 horse and 4 unarmored horse as a start, which is the same as the Anglo-Dutch. Unfortunately, I only have access to a single unit of veteran horse, whereas the Anglo-Dutch could bring more, potentially. I will grab that single unit. I don't have any guns, and I don't really care. I don't have a good place to sight any artillery, to be honest. I'll grab a late pike and shot, and pike and shot, and the later French pike and shot. Do I want veterans? Nah, kind of expensive. I think I'd rather fill out my line with poorly trained rebels. Just lots of them. Lots of raw troops. I'm somewhat reconsidering, but I don't think I can justify giving up 2 units to field 1. I could give up my veteran horse. I think I will do so and grab the veteran late pike and shot instead. So we'll try to deploy on a broad front, and we'll have to charge when we're facing his musketeers, and we'll have to stand where we're facing French or Swedish infantry. Alright, deployment. This forest is a problem because you can fill it with those musketeers, and I won't be able to do all that much about it. On the other hand, these hills are rather nice, so I don't think it'll be worth just holding back in the open ground here. Plus, that would be downhill. So we'll just have to work with what we have. I think our worst infantry will have to range up on the flanks, and the better sort in the center to get ready and charge. It's a pretty badly equipped army, though, overall. It's a shame to have this French unit facing the wood, but it is what it is. Deploy my cavalry in 2 simple blocks. And raw pike and shot to the flanks. And in reserve, to fill any gaps, we'll have these horrendously bad, poorly equipped pike and shot. That's what we'll do. Next turn. not being able to see his deployment is a little bit uncomfortable. Looks like we're both going to rush for this hill. Swing left a bit, because I think he's swinging that way too. It's a waste of good infantry. Get the raw units to push through the forest. All his cavalry, or at least almost all of it, appears to be over there, so we'll switch flanks with our own horsemen. Keep one unit on this flank, but the rest will switch left. Alright, there we go. Next turn. I do wish I could see what was in there. But there is no time to plan based on that. Dragoons, that's not a big deal. These map reveals are really screwing with my advance. Early disruption. Yeah, I did not play this well. I suppose I should have just hung back here so I could see what was going on, but I felt eager to take this hill, and now I'm regretting it. But we're too committed to change course now. Gross. Next turn. just have to pull this unit back. Should it stay back in the open? Nothing for it, though. Gotta waste this unit fighting in the forest. Very good. Let's make things awkward for the cavalry. I'll have to waste some bullets on seeing off these dragoons as well. Bit risky, but we can gain the slope. Ugly. Very ugly. Next turn. Alright, there's one unit of horse locked in at least, but just the one. Oof. Continue to see. Alright. Oh, hello. Let's get this raw pike and shot unit ready to flank the veteran musketeers. How bad? It's not really that bad. I wonder. It's possible that we'll get a disruption. Nope. Charge in then. We had minus 50 POA on impacts. He had plus 50 for the light guns, but minus 25 for being downslope. What we got here? Impact foot plus 100. Damn. Well, at least we're no longer getting shot at. So we are slightly disordered, which is minus 7%. The enemy is disrupted, which is minus 26%. And with that, we'll shift a unit over. So we have 2 to 1 here. The Dragoons are annoying, but we're just going to charge with the French soon, so hopefully it won't matter that much. In we go. Survive impacts. We have the advantage in the melee. Our unarmored horse are facing off against more expensive horse. That's a plus for us. This is unfortunate though. He does outnumber our cavalry, so we're going to gradually lose this wing. This unit is just going to have to sit back and rally at some point. Right, late pike and shot towards the center of the battle. And reinforcements. Could be too late though. So if we charge, it's terrible. If we stand and shoot it out, it's terrible. There's no winning. Let's charge. That's terrible. Oh, yep. I suppose we might as well start marching into position. Hope that we rally soon. Okay, that's what we got so far. Next turn. Very nice. That's raw units for you. Ooh. Well, that's why we've sent reinforcements. Get the flank attack off. Not that it'll do much good. Just bounce off. Great. Alright, there's no one else, so next turn we will oh. Okay. Never mind. So unfortunately, although we are impact foot, they get troop quality and attached guns and uphill, so it doesn't really matter that we have impact foot ability. I'm afraid that one or both of these units are going to get broken and spread panic. Could make things very ugly in the center. Okay, now we're at least uphill. And that's everyone. This looks kind of bad. We'll see if we can hold on, but I don't know. I don't think it's likely at this point. Next turn. That was bound to happen. Good. Surprised we held that. Not that it really matters. Let's go in for the charge. Impact is bad, but melee is good, assuming we don't disrupt when this frag unit breaks. I'm going to accept the loss of this unit and set up for a flank attack as they flee. We'll have to charge here, if only to get this unit to stop shooting at us and save this unit from breaking. Disruption, very good. Then let's charge. Threaten this flank, so they have to move back into contact, and the raw pike and shot will cover this flank. Unfortunately, we're going to lose this unit. Good. Now if we can not frag, we can charge downhill next turn. Next turn. Awesome 4 says that he believes that I have him. I think it's a little bit early to say that. Especially with that sort of thing going on. This unit breaks and he pursues, flanks, and breaks this unit. That could lead to this unit getting flanked as well, and the whole cavalry wing collapsing. But it doesn't happen. So now we're at 4 to 14. How are they still holding out? It's actually kind of unfortunate that they didn't break. Now I have to consider what to do with these units. Well, that's helpful. Just get out of the way so we can flank. Again. And I think I'll wait to do anything with this unit to see if they might not catch another unit in the flank afterward. Get a disruption, which makes no real difference, but I'm not sure. I think this is close enough that we can charge in again next turn for the frag, which should actually help. And that's everyone. Kind of wonder if I shouldn't pull this unit out of here. I might try that actually. See if anything comes of it. Next turn. We're up 20 after that chain rout in the forest. There we go. Held firm here. Alright, where do we flee to? Oh, that could have been worse. This unit should be disordered, so we should be able to charge into it from the open ground and have the advantage. Ah, the cavalry made contact. Ouch. There we go. All right, we are victorious. So what happened? Numbers, basically. My biggest concern, or one of my larger concerns, were these musketeers in the forest, but the terrain really helped me here because I was able to throw cheap units of pike and shot, which are more disordered than musketeers, into the forest. But because I was charging downhill, it kind of canceled out our extra disorder a little bit, along with sheer numbers that I was able to bring to bear. The slope here was also extremely helpful. I couldn't really win the firefight effectively, but even my half pike units could at least fight in melee, and doing so downhill again made up for the casualties we took in the approach. And here again, just sheer numbers. Awesome 4 just couldn't bring enough muskets to bear here in comparison to the swarms of garbage I was able to hurl over here. I also use my standard delaying tactic with the weaker cavalry wing of putting my cavalry in broken ground so they lose slowly. And in fact, they held out long enough that my right wing cavalry were able to arrive, help, charge, and rescue them. So our other match is still ongoing. We'll see if I can pull it off as the government forces as well. A good game to Awesome 4 as always. Until next time.